So I hope you guys are all doing well, staying safe. In this video, I am showing you how to do the texture drawing, the positive and negative texture drawing. So we already did the value assignment and the texture assignment, which kind of got us practicing for this. So now we're ready to do the actual project, essentially. What you're gonna need is you are going to need a piece of paper. All right, printer paper works the best, but again, like all these things, use what you got. You want a straight edge. A ruler is the obvious choice, but if you don't have a ruler and you have a magazine or a book or some, a piece of cardboard or something with a straight edge, it'll work perfectly fine. You want a pencil, and then whatever kind of like black ink materials you can find. So whether that be a marker, Sharpies, pens, crayons, whatever you got that has kind of black ink in it, or paint. If you have paint, this is a good time to use it. Again, I know not everybody has paint, so use whatever you have, but you want kind of an assortment of different black ink materials, because you can really use them for all your different textures and values. All right, and I think that's about it. So the first step in this project is you need to choose a subject. So I'm letting you guys choose whatever you guys would like to draw, but it needs to be realistic, and it needs to have a lot of texture in it, because that's going to make it so much easier for you guys to actually add those details in. So animals are a really good choice. Something, fuzzy, furry, scaly. Plants are a good choice too. You get that cool leafy texture. Flowers are really fun to draw. Anything with a lot of detail in it, not just something bland. All right, so cartoons are really a no-go, because SpongeBob, you can't really see that nice real sponge texture. He just has circles. All right, so I want something that's realistic. You can look up a photo. I have my iPad here. I'm going with a dragonfly. That's the animal that I'm choosing. You can choose, to look through a book like we do in class, or whatever devices that you have, or you can just go from memory, however you want to go about it. All right, whatever works really. So those are the first two steps. All right, so you need materials and need an idea of some kind. For the rest, I'm gonna put the camera down so you can see what I'm doing to give you a little demonstration, and then I will tell you the next steps from there. Okay. All right, so I got my paper. I've got my inspiration photos here. The first step that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with a marker, just because I think you can see it easier on the camera. But first step is I'm gonna do the line drawing. All right, so you're gonna, whatever the subject of your choice, you're gonna draw it on your paper. Just the lines for now, don't add any details, but you're gonna draw it big. All right, so I want it to touch at least 3 sides of the paper. That's how big I want it, because this is gonna take up the entire space. And the bigger that you draw it, the more texture and the more, juicy details that you can add in there. So that's our first step. So let me get that done. Okay, so I've got my basic drawing of my dragonfly. Next step, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my ruler or my straight edge, and I am going to slice it in half. All right? Now it doesn't matter where I put it. All right, I can do it this way. I can do it this way. I can do it totally diagonal. Whichever way you want to go about it, doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. As long as it's straight, it'll work. All right, so I'm gonna go kind of diagonal. I'm gonna go in and hit it at this angle. Here's my marker. And then I'm gonna take my Sharpie, and you're drawing a line right across that straight edge. Okay. that's what you want so far. You've got your subject, just the line drawing part, and then you have drawn a line straight through it, right? That's what you want. Now the next step is, this is where we're adding the fun stuff. So you're gonna choose one side to be the textured side, right? The detailed, fun, beautiful side with you know, lines, shapes, textures, values, all that good juicy stuff, all right? So that's gonna be one side. Then the other side is gonna show that contrast, so that just black and white, those two extremes, there's gonna be large blocks of black and then large blocks of white to kind of, you know, really balance each other out and show that contrast between the two halves. All right, so you can choose whichever side, doesn't matter, left, right, top, bottom, you go for it. What I'm gonna show you is I'm gonna show you my in progress one, because I had started this earlier before we left for spring break and I just hadn't finished it, so I'm gonna show you the in progress. All right, so this is my in progress drawing. You see, I have decided that this side is gonna be the fun, juicy, textured with value side. And then this side is just kind of black and white, all right? I did use paint for this, but again, you can use whatever material that works for you, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this up. If you need any inspiration for different textures and stuff, again, look at your inspiration photo that you use for your drawing, or you can look at the texture assignment that you already did earlier this week, because that will really help too, because you already did all those textures. All right, so let me finish this up and then I will show you the final product. All right, so this is pretty much my finished product. You can see the contrast between, look at all that juicy texture. All right, there's a bunch of different values, textures, all that good stuff, especially in here. You guys see that value of the stippling, the value of the lines, all kinds of different things in there. And then on this side, it's just pretty much black. All right, black and white, just big chunks of either black or white. And you guys can see that contrast here. Now, if you've got like paints or even crayons would look kind of cool, and you have a really like nice pretty light color that you want to fill in to this white space back here, you can totally go for it. Like if you wanted to make this like a pretty blue or a green or something that matches with your subject, totally fine. Just on this side though, in that white background. Leave this side all black and white because we really want that texture to pop. All right, so let me pull the camera back up. Hi guys. Okay, so again, this is what we're going for. This is our finished product. Thank you for watching this. I will see you guys whenever we come back to school, and I hope you guys stay safe. Go wash your hands, put all the materials away, all that good stuff, and I can't wait to see your art. All right, bye guys.